today we are looking at the area of communication, but with a tweak on connection. Because many people communicate, but few connect. And you cannot communicate effectively if you do not connect. To put your hands together and bring up with me Mr. Paul Achar. He'll speak to us, then we'll have a moment to ask questions. Welcome, sir.
Effective communicators are able to connect, and once you connect, you're able to shape the reality as you seek. So effective communicators always begin by understanding who their audience is. I'd like to repeat that your audience is king, their queen, their royalty, and your job is to be their servant. Remember this, your audience is king, their queen, and your job as a communicator is to do what? Meet their needs. So effective communicators do not just think about themselves. Effective communicators and good communicators who connect always think about what their audience needs. There are certain things you need to do. How do you then analyze your audience? Let's use the name or the word audience as an acronym. Okay, so A stands for analysis. Before you begin any presentation, before you stand up in front of any audience, you need to ask yourself, you need to analyze, who are these people? A is for analysis. Then U is for understanding. U is for understanding. You've got to understand a little bit about who they are. D is for demographical attributes. Now, what are demographical attributes? Demographical attributes are aspects like the age, the gender. I is for interest. Every audience approaches a speaking engagement, a communication context with certain interests. And it is up to you to ask yourself, how will you know what their interests are, and how do you meet those interests? Through the power of your word or the content combined with your delivery. E is for expectations. And a lot of times our expectations are tied very closely with our interests. So once we know what our interests are, then you can be able to know what do they expect to do with this message or to do with my presentation. Okay, so you've known their interests, their expectations. The next question is to ask yourself, will you meet their needs? Will your words be able to meet their needs? And you need to know what their needs are. What's the next one? C, contextualization. Now that you've known all these things, how then do you contextualize? Contextualization is about aligning your message, your content, specifically to be able to fit your audience. E, the environment in which you're communicating. So that is where it does begin. Audience analysis. Good speakers, good communicators are audience-centered. Now, once you know all this information, then what do? It guides you in aligning your message, your content, and your style of delivery.